Hello everyone, how are you all? Hope you are doing well. Welcome back to my new video in the JMeter playlist. So in today's video we are going to learn more about assertions. So in the last video you have already seen an assertion table or an assertion listener, but we haven't seen in detail what it does and why is it important. So in today's video we are going to see how assertion tables or assertions can help us filter out the data that we want and verify which is the important one, which is the not important one, which is the help when the success is passing and which is the one which is failing. So let's get started. So we had stopped last video till here. So first we'll remove all the tables that we have added other than the assertion table. I have to remove it. So let's remove it. Yes, we want to remove it. Now let's have we only have the project table and the assertion table. So in the project part we can add assertions. So we have response assertion, JSON assertion, size assertion. So let's add a response assertion. So if we want a particular part of particular type of data, then we can add a data over here, the way of data that we want, and based on that, if it passes it will get a positive response, and if it does not, then we get a negative response. So we want text response. Let's add a response assertion, apply to all samples. So field of text, we have text response code. So we can add a response code contains test to pattern to test, add. So if it's not 200, if it's not 200, then so let's let 201. So add, then we'll fail. So the basic type of response is if we don't get a response code of 201, if we don't get a response of 201, it will fail. So let's write it again. We have written that. In this we are going to add the JSON data. No, it's not done yet. So browse the log4 to open. So you can see there is no response, no assertion responses, because all of them have failed. Success, errors. Let's run it again to see if it's override the existing one. See, yeah, failed data. So all of them are failing because the assertion we have added is that the status code should be 201, but now the status code is not 201, it is 200. So if it's not 201, we are going to get a response, we are going to get the failed response. Now let's change this to 200 and run this again. Override the existing one. Let's clear this. We have added the assertion, we have changed the assertion, we have added the data here. Now let's run it, override the existing one. We want this, open. Okay, we have to wait for a minute so that this ends. So yeah, this has ended. So let's browse log42, open. Once we do that, we should be seeing the result, but I see that there is some error. Okay, success. Sorry. So yeah, you can see the success one, project 1, project 2, project 3. Everything is success because we are getting a status code of 200. That and we know we have seen in the previous video that none of them are failing. We are getting a 100% success rate, so none of them are failing. So we are not seeing anything in the error one. Now let's see another type of assertion. So that is JSON assertion. So when you get a data that you don't want, then you can use this. Like let's let the data be something like this. So I've added the assertion like this. Now let's run it, our existing one. Browse. We have to wait for a minute so that the assertion runs. You can see, like, once this stop goes, the assertion will be done. So let's go back, open, errors. Yeah, this one assertion, path cannot be empty. So we're getting a JSON assertion. So we can add a path as well. I think that's what it means. Expected value, just assert JSON path assertion. So it is failing in the JSON assertion. Next, we have size assertion. So if the byte, let's add a assertion of let's add a listener. So we know what to add. We'll add a table, view results in table, and configure and put this. So the basic size is around 600. So 1000. So it's greater than 1200. So let's add something related to 1000. It should be greater than this. Now let's run this. And now let's remove the JSON assertion because that is failing. We can disable the assertions if you don't want. So now you can see that these passed. Assertion test, we'll see. So on success, we didn't get any. On errors, not got any. Okay, let's browse and add this. We'll clear it off first, then we'll try it, run it again, because that is causing a bit of confusion. So yeah, you can see it is running 1 2 3 2. So the size is greater than, if 1000 is greater than, then it will fail. So I expect the data to be similar to this, very similar. Okay, it is passing because I have configured it wrong. I think to check it like this. Yeah, you can see in errors size is, it was 109, and it is greater than it, so it is failing, it is an error. Even in the view table, I think you can see it is. So assertion is basic way you can filter it out. Like if you don't want any, if you don't want the API to be working above 1000, then you can see an assertion, added assertion, that if it works above 1000, like if the size grows above 1000, you can see, okay, these are the one that getting above 1000, and you have to fill them. So this is the size assertion. We also have, sorry, not listeners, XPath, and we have XPath assumption and HTML assertion. So HTML assertion is like the type of data you want, the same if you're getting a response as an HTML, so what the HTML data should look like. So that's the HTML assertion. So you can see it is failing again because we have had an HTML assertion and we are not getting any proper HTML page. So consider it as an assertion error, and it is going to log it. So you can store all this into as an image, or save in node as an image or something, and you can make proper analysis on it. So these are the different type of assertion that we are going to use. Other than that, there are like multiple, like duration. If you want the duration, okay, let's see the the duration is sample time. It's around, let's give it around 500. And run it. You can see like most of them fail and only a few pass. If you can see, okay, we have to remove the size assertion and assertion to see the duration assertion working, because so you can see 600, this has a 600, this has a 547. So these two worked and the other ones failed, like too long, only a few of them ran and the others failed. So this is about duration assertion. So these are the different type of assertions that we have. These assertions help us to find out certain categories and also find out the errors in the API, so that if any API or server takes a very long duration, you can try to optimize it infrastructure or by code, and making this helps cut down time or different categories that you might be knowing. So this is about assertions. In the next video we are going to go deeper into it, our type of listeners, assertions, reporting. So thank you all, see you in the next video.